It's time for business news now. Kenya has made a passionate appeal to be granted further extension to enable it sort out the mess in the sugar sector. The appeal, KTN Business has learned, has been approved by the Comesa Council of Ministers and now awaits ratification by the Heads of State Summit meeting in Kinshasa, DRC. Adelaide Changole has the details.
Finally, the real threat to Kenya's 47 billion shilling sugar industry is only days away. The COMESA safeguards that have protected local players and the 2 million people who live off sugar comes to an end. Cane farmers can only but relieve of the glory days.
Tukusomesha watoto wangu kutoka kwa hii miwa. Nimewahi hata kununua matatu nikauka barabara kutoka kwa hii miwa.
But even then, the story has not been so sweet of late, as most farmers contend with paltry earnings from the near rundown millers.
Wakikata transport, wakate mbegu yao, wakate fertilizer kupatia, wakate kubeba, mkulima na baki na kiasi si nyingi sana.
The fate of the thousands of farmers in Kenya's sugar belt now lie with the COMESA Heads of State Summit meeting in Kinshasa in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Deputy President William Ruto is leading the push for an extension. Back home, MPs of the sugar belt are issuing ultimatums.
It is regrettable that despite the several extensions on the safeguard, the government has not taken any deliberate measures to ensure that production of sugar in Kenya becomes competitive in readiness for the COMESA trading bloc.
The blame, they say, lies squarely with the government's inability to keep contraband sugar off the Kenyan markets and retail chains repackaging sugar for resale at cheaper prices than Kenyan producers.
Chemelil has 45,000 bags that is unsold by last week. Yeah? Because it can't access the market at the rate or at the price at which it's able to break even.
We want Nakumat to explain where is it getting their brand called Nakumat Blue brand. Where is it getting that sugar? Because the sugar is selling 20% less than the Mumia sugar, less than Sony sugar, less than Zoya sugar.
Talks of revitalizing Kenya's sugar sector have been on for nearly 13 years. However, very little has been done since then by the government in line with COMESA recommendations that came with the safeguards. As it stands, any further extension could put Kenya and COMESA in collision with the World Trade Organization. The country's sugar sector has received 4 extensions over the last 13 years, and during that time, consumers have been subjected to expensive and unreliable sugar supply. So as the debate on the future of the sugar sector rages on, a thought must be paid to the consumers who could finally get a break from the high sugar prices as the safeguards lapse on Friday. Adelaide Changole, KTN Business.